I'm Barty Ferrari. Welcome to Town Flavor. We're making goulash.
I'll do them all.
Okay. I'm Barty Ferrari. Welcome to Town Flavor Tastyville. I'm Barty Ferrari. Welcome to Tastytown. We're making goulash. We got scary mushrooms, otherwise known as shiitake mushrooms. You can discard of the little stem. We don't need that. It's real woody. It's not flavored. We shredded up our shiitake mushrooms. Now we're moving on to my favorite, mini king trumpets. So we're actually gonna cut these guys into little, I don't know what to call this, little cuts. So now that our mushrooms are shredded, we're gonna dice up our onions, get the coal in the fire, and get to cooking. We're not making Americanized goulash with the elbow noodles and the ground beef. We're making something like a riff off of a traditional goulash, which is pretty much just a hearty beef stew, similar to a chili. Today again, we're using our favorite, the BioLite fire pit, and my new favorite thing, the GSI cast aluminum Dutch oven. So we're gonna let our pan heat up. And while we let our pan heat up, we're gonna toss our mushrooms with a little bit of flour. What it's gonna help us do is create a beautiful fond in the pot, and also thicken our soup as it cooks later. Add about 1/4 cup to these mushrooms and give them a little toss by hand. You want to make sure every piece is nicely coated. While pan's heating up, we're going to get some butter in the pan. My good friend Wiley the Ghost is going to stop by. He's got the butter. Thank you. Also, because mushrooms soak up a lot of oil, so we want to make sure we got a lot of butter in the pan. We're going to work our mushroom in batches. Adding them in. It's a very large pot. It's a fairly large pot, so you should be able to get a lot in. First batch is done. We're going to throw in the second batch. I think we can get it done in 2 batches. And because mushrooms love to soak up fat, oils, we're gonna throw another scoop of butter. And our onions, roughly chopped in the pan. We're gonna salt our onions. Alright, our onions sauteing, we're gonna cut up our carrots. So, gonna cut them on the diagonal, turn them over, cut them again, and you get these beautiful little triangles. In this pepper mix, we got a mixture of green peppers, red peppers, and Hungarian peppers. We're gonna let these sweat down for a little bit, and then we're gonna add our spices directly on top of that so our spices get nice and toasted up along with our aromatics. Directly to our pan of peppers and onions, we're gonna add in 2 really good tablespoons of paprika. Let's do a third for fun. 1/2 tablespoon of our marjoram. Just a couple pinches of our caraway seed. If you don't have caraway, I recommend a blend of fennel and cumin. We're also going to reincorporate our mushrooms. And our carrots. We're gonna add our vegetable broth. This is just vegetable broth. You can use beef broth, you can use chicken broth. We're also gonna add in 12 ounces of crushed tomatoes. You can also use diced tomatoes. So we're gonna let it cook for about 1.5 hours and stir every 15 minutes. Alright, it's been about an hour and a half. Our soup's thickened up. It's time to plate it. Eat it. Taste it. Ooh. Yeah. Thanks for joining me again today on the spooktacular version of Gear Kitchen. We cooked some goulash over the BioLite fire pit in the GSI aluminum Dutch oven. I'm Aaron. This is Gear Kitchen. Spook you next time.